Okay, today I'd like to talk to you about how to do a blind scan with a C-band satellite setup. So I'm just gonna, right now this channel, DW is not coming in right now, DW and InfoWars. It tends to be this time of the day, it drops and I don't get it, which would be 11 o'clock. So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go here. So these are the settings for a, now I'm using an Amiko Mini, one of the older Amiko Minis that I've reviewed in one of my earlier videos. So since I'm using satellite 103, that always tends to be a satellite that's just a little bit off on the arc for the LMB polarization. I know they've fixed it recently, but I still find other satellites tend to be a little bit stronger when it comes to that. So anyway, so for the LMB type, I have mine. I'm using a titanium C1 LMB. So for the first frequency settings, I have it set to 5150. So for when you're doing C-band, for that particular LMB, 5150 is the setting that you want to have it at. And you can go through your transponders here. Usually when you have a receiver, a lot of the times they'll have the default most common transponder frequencies programmed into it. So you'll be able to find that on that. Now, this one I have a little bit low settings. Maybe it's just the heat out today. I'm not sure. But anyway, I manually move my dish with my dish mover, so that could be a factor as well. So I have it on DISEC 1.4 because with my settings I have a little switch. So for port number 1, I just have that going to my C-band LMB. And this I have disabled. Positioner I have off. I don't position, I run my positioner through my satellite receiver. I could, but the thing about satellite receivers is sometimes it can go back to the all satellites channel and it can have your dish moving all over the arc when you don't necessarily want it doing that. So I just manually tune my dish and I have the separate remote and control just to tune the dish that way. But you can also, with the receiver I have, one of those receivers, not receivers, but dish movers. You can set it up with your receiver that it will move it. I have the 22K switch off because I don't have a 22K switch set up on here. But if I had my CKU band and LMB, I could put a little switch that looks like a splitter up there and then turn it on and then use that to switch between my C and KU settings. And I do believe some CKU band LMBs do have that option. So I have this all to polarity. So I'm going to do a signal scan. So that's the red button on this remote. And I'm going to just do free, TV and radio, and blind scan. So I'm going to click OK for that. And this receiver is the, as I said, it was the Amiko Mini. And maybe this one's actually a little bit faster than my open box receiver. So there it found Ion Pacific. So it'll be the Ion high definition feeds. Found some shopping channels, which would be HSN shopping channels. Service 2, which I believe is a jewelry or some type channel. And a big Ion TV mux, which has Ion Life, Qubo. Some of the feeds, it has some shopping channels again. And then there's a bunch of radio channels that have scanned in. And there's a PBS service there, which is the C-band HD home for PBS. And with this receiver, sometimes when it finds a new channel, it will highlight them. Or if the channel has been renamed. So, for example, if it used to be in a different name, but they changed it, it will highlight it as well as it has changed. So yeah, that C-band HD home feed, that's PBS's high definition master feed for just one channel on 103 West. AMC1, that's the one. That's the satellite it is. Some people go by, they just have the satellites named and they know the names of the satellites. I like to go by the degree of the satellite so I know where it is on my arc. And a bunch of other radio services. And when it gets to the end of the scan, it tends to do it really fast. So Unlax Mux, I don't know what that is. It'll probably take me right to that because that's a brand new channel. And it's just bars. Sometimes when they have something like this and it's just bars, it's just a just something that's going to come on later. So sometimes when you're watching the picture will be coming in fine. Now I'm using a capture, just an analog capture card, so it's not picking it up in high definition for this video, but just giving a demonstration of where that 11%, 4%, some of these, especially on this satellite, I can get the signal, but then it just reads really low, but it comes in just fine. It just says that it's only 13 to 14%. Maybe someone can explain that to me in the comments, why that is. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a great day.